and joining us this morning via phone is Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter. The 1st District of Georgia, it lies in the southeast portion of Georgia up to Savannah. Congressman Carter, good morning to you. How are things in the district this morning?
Well, we're recovering. It was a rough day yesterday. It didn't really turn out quite as bad as we had anticipated, which is good news. We did have a lot of flooding. We did have strong winds, and people think just because you don't have a tornado that you don't have strong winds. Nothing could be further from the truth. You still have gusts of winds, and that in itself can cause a lot of problems. We did have quite a bit, as I say, of trees down, and that was probably the biggest obstacle we had to overcome. Power is out. I'm at my home right now. Our power has been out for about 24 hours now, and that's the one thing that we're trying to recover from, is to get everyone's power back on. But tragically, we lost one life that we know of. It was in Valdosta in Lowndes County. A tree fell on a vehicle and killed someone, and certainly our thoughts and prayers go out to that family. But all in all, we'll assess the damage now. We have to look at erosion is always a problem, particularly at the beach. Keep in mind that we're in the midst of the full moon, therefore we have higher tides right now, so that's really a concern. But as we assess the damage and we get back to what is going to be normal, we'll see how things turn out.
What's your sense of the response so far? The question we're asking this morning is viewers to tell us their stories, but what is the story of this state and federal response going to be to this hurricane, now tropical storm?
Well, first of all, we're very blessed in our district and throughout South Georgia to have great emergency management personnel who do a wonderful job of preparing year-round. This is not something that they just do once a year. They are preparing year-round for these type of events, and I'm so impressed and so thankful for their work. And they do a great job of informing the public and keeping us abreast of what we need to do pre-hurricane and post-hurricane. And that's very important, making sure that pre-hurricane we're getting outside furniture out of the way and inside so that they don't become projectiles whenever you do have a burst of wind, making sure that everyone's got their pets taken care of, everyone's got water and all the necessities that they need. And then post-hurricane, whenever it's all over with, they just do a great job of making sure that everyone's informed, and that's and I would certainly be remiss right now if I didn't mention the importance of AM radio at this time. AM radio, of course, is where our emergency response system is, and we certainly want to keep that going as well.
We know that there's an emergency funding measure working its way through Congress that you're going to take a look at when you get back here to D.C. That one from the Biden administration previous, a lot of it to fires and previous disasters. But is there going to be additional money needed for natural disaster recovery? And do you think Congress is going to approve that kind of money?
Yes and yes. Yes, there is going to be more money, additional money that is needed. We've had quite a few natural disasters here in the United States this year, probably more than we had anticipated. And yes, we are going to fund it. That is the one question I've been asked, I think, more from the media than any other, and that is, what about FEMA funding, or is it going to be there? We've had all the disasters throughout the country. It has depleted the money in FEMA. Are you going to restore that money? And the answer is yes, we are. We're going to make sure that people are taken care of. That should not be a worry. It should be the least of people's worries. We're going to do our job, and we're going to make sure that the funds are available to help people recover.
And then lastly, Congressman, are you going to be able to get out into the district today? And what are you telling your constituents just in the hours after this storm has come through?
Well, yes, I'll be all through the district today and tomorrow, helping wherever I can and making sure that people's needs are met. Right now, our main focus is to get people's power back on and to restore electric power. We still got businesses closed here. We'll be closed again today. Schools are closed, and that's good. And as we recover from this, we need to make sure everyone is taken care of, and we'll be throughout the district and making sure that everyone's needs are met.
Congressman Buddy Carter, Republican from Georgia, the 1st District there down on the southeast coast up towards Savannah, calling in this morning from Savannah. Thank you so much for the time. Stay safe out there, Congressman.